Good evening, my people, and welcome back again. In today's tutorial, we are only going to continue from where we left off yesterday. In yesterday's tutorial, we looked at what a polygon is, some part of polygons, and we also looked at the sum of interior angles of a polygon. Now, for today's tutorial video, we are only going to look at interior angle of a regular polygon. Now, let's dive into it. Now, interior angle of a regular polygon. Why do we say the polygon is regular? In a previous video, I explained what a regular polygon is. So a regular polygon is a polygon having its size and all its angles to be equal. So from here, if a polygon is regular, then each of the interior angle is the same and it's given by I. This I represents interior angle. So one interior angle of the polygon is given by n minus 2, or in brackets times 180 degrees, or divided by n. So unlike the sum of interior angle of a polygon formula, which is without the denominator n, only focuses on n minus 2 in brackets times 180 degrees. That is the sum of interior angle formula. But if you want to find the interior angle of a regular polygon, we knowing that it is a regular polygon means that each angle is the same as the other angles. So we only want to find one of them. So that means if we have a regular pentagon, it means that all the angles are the same. Yes. So let's proceed. Now that we know the formula for calculating interior angle of a polygon, of a regular polygon, let's dive into it. So these are some examples that will help us understand it more. So you have two examples here. One, find one interior angle of a regular hexagon. Then two, each of the interior angle of a regular polygon is 140 degrees. How many sides has the polygon? So now, in yesterday's video or in the previous video, we got to know that a hexagon is a polygon with 6 sides. Yes. So we knowing that the number of sides of a hexagon is 6 will help us to calculate one of its interior angles because this hexagon is regular. Now let's look at the solution. So yes, so this is the solution. So interior angle is given by n minus 2, or in brackets times 180 degrees, or divided by n. Now you know n is the number of sides. Yes. So for a hexagon, we know n is equal to 6. So just substitute the 6 here. Wherever you see n, put 6 there. So we get 6 minus 2 times 180 degrees, or divided by 6 because n is over here. So all divided by 6. When we take 2 from 6, we'll be left with 4. So 4 times 180 degrees, all divided by 6. Now when you multiply 4 by 180 degrees, you get 720 divided by 6, and the answer is 120 degrees. So therefore, one interior angle of a regular hexagon is 120 degrees. As simple as that. So we knowing that it's regular, quoting the formula for the interior angle is in 9 minus 2, or in one bracket times 180 degrees, or divided by n, will help us to calculate the interior angle of that polygon. Now it gave us two questions. We have calculated for one. Now let's look at the other one. The second one says each of the interior angle of a regular polygon is 140 degrees. How many sides has the polygon? Yes. So with this particular question, yes, the interior angle of one of the angles is given. Yes, the interior angle, one of the interior angle is given, and we know that all the angles are the same. So if we are given 140 degrees, we know that all of the angles are the same, and they are 140 degrees, 140 degrees, 140 degrees. Now we are going to use this 140 degrees to find the number of sides of that polygon, because it is assumed that there was uh, some size of or some particular end that gave us this 140 degrees, representing just one interior angle of that regular polygon. So we just want to find that end which was substituted into that interior angle formula to get one interior angle to be 140 degrees. So we are going to equate this 140 degrees to the interior angle formula. Then we go to find the number of sides. So let's see how it is done. So each interior angle is given by n minus 2 in bracket times 180 degrees all over n. But one of the interior angles was given to be what? 140 degrees. So that 140 degrees should be equal to the formula. Yes. So from here you cross multiply. So when you cross multiply, since 140 is divided by 1, this n minus 2 in bracket times 180 degrees, so multiply the 1, then this 142 multiply the n. Or we can multiply through. So we can multiply through by n. So when you multiply this side by n, you multiply this side too by n. So that is what we see here. So 140 times n at the left side, and then n minus 2 times 180 all over n, or that one to multiply by n. So we know this n will cancel this n. So when it cancels, it will be left with n minus 2 times 180 degrees, which is this. Then 140 times n is also 140n. So 140n is equal to, now let's expand this. This 180 will multiply n, get 180n. And this 180 will multiply negative 2. And we have negative 360. So from here, we move this 360 to the left side, then bring this positive 140n to the right side. So moving this one to the left side, since this is negative, when it crosses and comes here, it becomes positive. Is equal to this 180n. It's also here. Then this 140n, which is positive, also cross the equal to sign and go to the right. Since they are n n, they will be at one side. So this 140 will travel to the side, and this 360, negative 360 also travel to the left side. But as they are traveling, you make sure that you consider their signs. So as this negative 360 is moving here, it will change to positive. Then as this positive 140n is also moving here, it will change to negative. So we have them here. So 360 is equal to 180n minus 140n. Now when you take 140n from 180n, we'll be left with 40n. Now from here, we divide through by the coefficient of n, which is 40. The coefficient of n is simply the number that is attached to n. So if you look at this, it's 40 that's attached. So you divide here by 40, then you divide here too by 40. When you divide this by 40, you know the 40 will cancel the 40, leaving the n. So this is the n. Then the left side, when you divide by 40, we have 360 over that 40. And we know 0 will cancel 0. We know 4 will go into 36 9 times. So therefore, the polygon has 9 sides. So it is this 9 side or this polygon that was substituted into this formula, which gave us the 140 degrees for one interior angle. So we equating the formula to one of the interior angles will help us to find the number of sides of that polygon. Now I have a trial questions for you. So these are questions that will help you So we have two questions. The first one interior angle of a regular polygon is 150 degrees. Find the number of sides of the polygon, and the answer is here, n is 12. So you can try that in your house to check and see if you also get the same as the answer over here. And the second one, the sum of interior angles of a polygon is 900 degrees. Find the number of sides of the polygon. So if you do it well, you also arrive at an answer which is 7. Just n is equal to 7. So you can practice this in the house and confirm or check to see if you get these answers. If you don't get these answers right, you can still rewatch the video and try to solve them right. Now, this is where I end my presentation, and thanks for watching.